Hello dogs, this is Isaac here and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2021. I saw The Mitchells vs. the Machines on Netflix recently, and before it came out I was a little worried for it, mainly since it's one of those parents try impressing their kid who's getting older kind of movies, and the dad basically being portrayed as a stereotypical technology-hating boomer. But after watching it, I was blown away by how good it is. Like, seriously. It's really showing how Sony's been getting better since they made Spider-Verse. So in this movie, a girl named Katie is on a road trip to a filmmaking university in California, but after a major tech corporation called PAL releases new robots that are programmed to do whatever you tell them to do, a virtual assistant, also named PAL, orchestrates a robot uprising due to her creator branding her as obsolete after the new robots are introduced, and starts capturing all the humans on the planet to transport them to space. So the Mitchells have to stop PAL's plan from coming to fruition and save the world. Now, yes, the story at times can be a bit formulaic and predictable, and at times it can get a bit fillery, but aside from that, this movie is able to take its concepts and work wonders with them. The overall tone of the film is an area where it has lots of great comedy, and by that I mean this movie can get freaking hilarious at times, but it also manages to balance that out with some genuinely heartfelt dialogue from the main family, since this movie has an overall theme about accepting your family for who they are, even with their flaws. And it works really well for the character arcs of both Katie and her father. It also supplies some very high stakes for the characters, especially the final battle against PAL and her army, and the action complements this very well in order to make the most out of these sort of scenes. Speaking of stuff that this movie makes the most of, the animation is just phenomenal. Not only is the film's incorporation of 2D animation fun to watch, but the way it feels like 2D concept art turned CG works extremely well for this and results in some great visuals. Oh, and I should also point out, partially to pad this review up, but it's worth pointing out that the soundtrack is just really good. It definitely goes a lot more into Mark Mothersbaugh's more synthy kind of music, and it works really well for this film since it has like a kind of a digital kind of feel to it, you know? Brain fart. Yeah, the soundtrack's really good. I suggest listening to it when you get the chance because it's really good. Alright, on to the conclusion. So, to sum things up, I went into The Mitchells vs. the Machines expecting this might be fun. And what I got was, this was really fun. The movie is able to use its materials to their fullest in order to prove that Sony is ready to enter the big leagues in terms of animation studios like Pixar and DreamWorks, with its amazing animation, solid and clever writing, enjoyable soundtrack, and great humor. Obviously, I suggest this to anyone with a Netflix subscription, unless if you ditched them last year for the little stunt they pulled, which is understandable. So if you're Netflix-less, then just get a free trial to watch the movie and then cancel it. And maybe watch some of the other great stuff that Netflix hosts on their server, because, you know, they do host some good stuff there. On to my rating. Alright, on to my rating. Here we go. Okay, so that was The Mitchells vs. the Machines, and I'm not sure what'll come to be reviewed after this one, but it'll most likely be Cruella, which I'm cautiously optimistic about, and I'm hoping it'll be better than the other Disney remakes, because this one's got more of an original story going for it, and yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about the movie. Anyways, thus concludes my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content similar to this, and follow my other social media that's linked in the description. See you all later!